And good evening, everybody. Welcome inside Delaware Live Sports. Mike Lang, Jason Winch, along with you from Laffey McHugh Gymnasium on the campus of Ursuline Academy. Tonight, our 302 volleyball match of the week. It's going to be Wilmington Charter and the Ursuline Raiders. Ursuline comes in to this one with a record of 9-3, coming off a win over St. Elizabeth and a loss before that to Paul VI out of New Jersey. That's nothing to be ashamed about, that's for sure. Wilmington Charter, they just lost their last match at Tower Hill in 5 sets, 3-2, but they are 8-2 overall, 5 matches left in the last 2 weeks. Starting tonight, they also play Thursday and Saturday this week, and then wrap up next week with First State Military in Smyrna. Jason, we are down to that time of the year where you and I are putting some brackets together and things. We're not really going to talk about those too much because, you know, they change every day. Like, literally, there was a match last night that changed 2 participants in 3 slots, and so it changes every day.
You know, Ursula and St. Mark close out the season at 7 o'clock that Saturday night. You know, win either way there could change. It did last year, remember? And so, unfortunately, that's just the way it is, you know.
All right, now I printed rosters out and then forgot them at work, so we're at the mercy of my memory. We are underway. There's a block played by Claire Kelly. It's going to be Ursuline with the free ball over here to Charter. That's up for number 17, Maya Johnson, defended by the Raiders, but stuffed down by Miranda Ting, number 9. Also out there is Johnson Ting, number 22. That is Katie Cole. She of the 1,000 assists. Claire McCann is number 21. And number 18, Serafina Pabian. And, Jay, I got to figure out who the libero is here. That's Kelly with the backhand. Down it goes. Can it be saved? It's off the antenna and out of bounds. Jay, we got balloons in here. But that's a light crowd. I was expecting a little bit bigger crowd today, but we'll play with whatever we got.
Especially for all that park. I mean, I had to park it seemed like 2 miles away. And
for a school that for a gym that's not very crowded,
and
there's no parking available.
And I was here an hour before game time when I finally got up from my sleep.
That ball's out of bounds and the point to Ursuline. Let me see if I can figure. Here we go. Charter. Who gets the most digs here? This time it's set up for DeCaro, and that is in. Point for CC DeCaro.
Her strong season continues.
Yeah, CC's having a great year. 3-1 Raiders. Now I'll actually do some camera work here. Oh, yeah, Jay, this angle's pretty good. We don't have to move it too much tonight. That's a service error. And ball goes back to Charter. Also going on tonight, Caravel at St. Mark's. I know they are getting underway in a little bit. They play at 7:15 pending the end of the JV match. Some interesting notes there. You know, Caravel's at 500. So you know their opponents are looking at their record, hoping to get a bonus point from the Buccaneers. They need to get to 8 wins for that to happen. That serve is out, and consecutive service errors send it back to Ursuline.
Yeah, you know, it's a big. Hopefully, we get that in the bunker online tomorrow, and you can check.
We have to update after last night's result.
Well, no, it was running on Sunday night, so it includes
Ace for Grace.
It only includes games to Saturday, but we have our top 8 seeds.
Grace Burns with the ace.
And then last 2 in, first 2 out. And that will change periodically, but at least it gives you an idea. Kind of like the NCAA men's basketball.
Nice defense there by the Raiders. Send it over. Ting plays it. Stuffs into the net, and that's going to be 4 hits. So Miranda Ting made a nice play on it, but sent that 4th shot right into the net.
Like you said, this is a big match because both these teams are trying to get to the the 11-win mark.
Burns handcuffs the libero there. It's going to be bumped over. We'll have to get you a name. Like I said, I forgot my rosters at work. That's in, and that's a point for the Raiders. Stuffed down by number 12, Claire Kelly. Number 29 for Charter, by the way, Jay, we're going to get that for you, is Samantha McClarthy, the freshman. So Burns we're going to jinx her. A nice little run. That one is played, and up again we go. Here's McClarthy over and not down. Saved. It's going to be DeCaro. Deep and in. CC DeCaro with another point.
She's off to a great start. Don't forget at the end.
I think DeCaro is playing all-state level volleyball this year. I've seen Ursuline a number of times.
I agree with you. Though, I don't have a vote.
No, we do not. Sent over by McClarthy, but it's just a free ball. Set wide, DeCaro straight down. Look out below. 9-2.
She's putting an early statement in for our first state orthopedics player of the match.
Nice hit there by CC DeCaro, the senior, number 19. There she is. You see Claire Kelly, number 12, to her left, and Caitlin McGonigal, number 5. You see Haley Timmons in the background for the Raiders. Grace Burns on the serve. Burns has been fantastic back there in the early going. Sent over by Johnson. Oh, what a save by Timmons, and the bump is over. Ting slams it home, and it's dug out of bounds for a point for Charter. That's a much-needed point, 9-3.
Yeah, it's a 6-0 Ursuline run on service points back there.
So Johnson back to serve. I'm just trying to catch up with some of these players who I missed. Sasha Batia, number 10, is in for Charter. DeCaro right at us. Off the hands and out of bounds. CC DeCaro. McGonigal back to serve. You know, it's easier when I actually bring the printed roster with me.
Yeah, you know.
I had a lot going on today at work.
Yeah, I hear you. I was sound asleep when I got home from work. The cleaning people came, so I didn't get to bed till 9:15 a.m.
McGonigal just over the net. The ball's up and down it goes. Ting with the kill. And she'll go back to serve, Miranda Ting. I think she's going to serve.
Like you said, Mike, Charter coming off that five-set loss.
Whew. Well, must be something in the air here in Ursuline.
It is. Take my drinks back on top of my car somewhere outside.
Deep played by Ting. The lefty can't get it to go down. Ursuline playing Ursuline defense. Uh-oh, Cole into the wall, saved, but they can't get it over the net. Katie Cole with an effort there. That would have been top play worthy had they been able to get that over the net. So Tyler Adams checks out. Checking in for Ursuline, number 23. Amelia Panuto. DeCaro back to serve. That's a dying quail played by the force. McClarthy can't get it over. If she can, it's blocked. Tries again. Blocked again. Punched over by the force, but it's going to be a chance here for Ursuline. The lefty McClarthy scores down the middle. 11-5 Raiders. Happy to be here tonight. Thanks to Lauren DiSabatino for her assistance in making this happen. And congratulations to Stephanie Mark, who's out on maternity leave.
Yep.
Nice serve there. It's going to be a service winner on the that's a 4 hit, so it's an error on Ursuline.
Charter will take the point anyway.
It doesn't matter for them.
Because they're trying to make that comeback. They're down 9-2 at one point.
Punched over by Panuto. A little surprise action there from Charter, but not enough. Oh, Kelly can't get that to fall. That's off the net. That's 4 hits. Back to serve. Looks like Lizzie Barnett for the Raiders. They've got some pretty good servers, and she's one of them. I think Timmons is one of the better servers in the state, Haley Timmons. That's a lefty smash by McCarthy. Just kind of helping keep the Charter close here. That's at least 3 kills for her. And now unfortunately for Charter, JC's on the back line serving.
Right, yeah.
That's deep, and I don't think it's playable. But it's an ace! It wasn't playable. Apparently.
You're right, it wasn't.
It wasn't played. 12-8. So the Raiders looking, the over a surprise set, but doesn't go down. Johnson, Grace Burns is there and unfortunately bumped into a bad spot. That's going to be a point for Charter.
Yeah, one time, Mike, it was 9-2, so a 7-3 run for the Force here, and they're right back into this first set.
That's up for Panuto, and it's too far. 12-10, and got ourselves a ball game. Charter, we mentioned, with 5 sets with Tower Hill. Tower's lost just once all year, and who beat him? Ursuline beat him, that's right. It was at
that
Tower.
Was the first ever Hillers home game at the Carpenter Center.
So that one is a little bit too short, service error.
By the way,
it was approximately 510 degrees in the Carpenter Fieldhouse that day.
By the way, just so everyone knows, Tower Hill women's basketball team moved all their games to the Carpenter Center, so that's going to be a busy place with both the boys and girls playing there this year.
Little work going on across the street. Timmons with the serve, and it's in play. Timmons sets for Panuto, bump back over. They're going to try it again. It's Panuto again, tips this time, and she gets it in. Amelia Panuto with the winner. I'm sure Frank is here somewhere probably watching. There's Timmons. I thought she was one of the better servers in the state. She's pretty darn good. And there's an ace for Timmons, right on cue.
I was just going to say, right on cue.
Right on cue. Thanks, Haley.
Normally it goes the opposite way.
No jinx here, man. Haley Timmons and I, we're in sync. 15-10 Raiders. Line drive. A little 50-50 action. Raiders have a chance here. McGonigal blocked. They're going to go back to Caitlin McGonigal. This time it's in. 16-10. Nice play there by Caitlin McGonigal right on the end line. So, Jay, they had it at 12-10, and all of a sudden, that little run for the Raiders.
It's been a kind of a matcher run so far.
We got balloons right there. They're not in the way, so they look kind of festive. Service error. Charter plays again Thursday, and then Saturday they're at Padua, so they'll be back in the neighborhood. There's Bud Keegan.
Yeah, this year they were at St. Mark's, at Ursuline, and at Padua. So
they did have Dover. They beat Dover at their place. I saw a little bit of that match.
So I assume next year they'll all be at Wilmington Charter.
Into the block. Saved there by Johnson. 50-50 winner for Timmons. She smacks it into the block and comes down on the Charter side.
There you go.
And they changed.
Yeah, I was going to say, they changed the point.
So make it. I think it should be, what, 16,
Should
13?
Should be 16 to 12.
That's what they have.
Yep, it was 16-11. Because I had 17-11 after the.
So the Raiders need to put that out of their mind. Peretti tucks it in. Nina Peretti. That was a nice shot there by Nina right down the sideline. Right over the wording, Ursuline Academy. Down the line it went. And I think that's Panuto serving. He's right behind the official. Free ball, down it goes. Little miscommunication by Charter. And now the lead is 6. Timeout for Coach Mary Pat Quokka. Ursuline, there you go. We're looking at the Raiders there, coached by Ursuline Academy graduate Jen Johnson, her second year here at Ursuline. Jay, she previously coached at DMA. And she was, I know she coached at Padua as a freshman coach years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And on the other sideline, we look at the force right there. And you're looking at Mary Pat Quokka. And Mary Pat's been around a long time in high school volleyball.
One of the best. Went
to St. Mark's, did not play volleyball. She coached here at Ursuline under Coach Sue Heiss. And she's also coached at St. Elizabeth's Archmere for a long time, DMA and now Charter. And she won a state title right here at Ursuline, filling in one year when Sue Heiss was on maternity leave. So how about that? And then picked up another one with Archmere in 2014. So there's Mary Pat.
You know, you and I both said there's a lot of teams that could win it this year.
Yep.
The Force are one of them. So, I mean,
they're very good. Not quite as tall, but as they usually are, but man, they're athletic. And they're very well coached, obviously, and smart. And there's Ting with the winner. They don't make too many mistakes to hurt themselves.
It could come down to where you're seated in the bracket and who your opponents are, who might determine.
Yeah, and you know we got our I'll have our projections. Katie Cole with the serve. Blocked. That's going to be, I believe I called that 4 hits, so it was not blocked. Jay, I got my numbers mixed up there. 18 is Serafina Pabian. I've been thinking it was Samantha McClarthy. That's number 29. So the points that I said were McClarthy's were Pabians. I just want to make that, get the right person. DeCaro right at us. That's in. Point for the Raiders. They played their typical Ursuline defense here in set number 1.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Kelly checks back in. So the front line is McGonigal, DeCaro, and Kelly. And that's not a line I think I'd want to be facing too often if I'm an opponent. Grace Burns, you know, she served last time. She had herself a nice little stretch. I don't want to jinx or anything. Played by Johnson. Cole sets. That's McClarthy. A one-handed stick there by somebody from the Raiders, blocked by the antenna, and a point for CC DeCaro.
Her strong set continues.
Yeah, CC's having herself a pretty good set here. Senior night here at Ursuline. That time, it didn't go Grace Burns' way. But Grace is one of the seniors. Maya Johnson will serve for Charter. Played by the Raiders. It's up, and Kelly smacks it down. We have a violation on Charter, so forget the kill. But they'll take the point anyway.
Yeah. You know, in a match like this, when you got two, I'd say evenly matched teams, you know, you'll take the point any way you can get it. You want to get out of here with the victory.
Julia Terzaghi checks in for the Raiders. JT is a great role player for this team. Not afraid to smack it down. Kelly with the, is it going to get over? That's going to be, I thought that was 4 hits, but I must have miscounted. Grace Burns plays it to the back wall. I must have miscounted the hits. I thought that was 4. One must have been off the block.
Yeah.
21-16. So Morenting will serve here for Charter. Nice defense there by the Raiders to keep it alive, but they can only free ball it over. The bump is up for Pabian. The lefty swings and scores.
It's been one of these crazy first sets, right? It looked like Ursuline was going to run away with it, then Charter got back in it, then Ursuline got a nice comfortable lead again, and here comes Charter again, Mike.
Yep, still down 4, but that's not insurmountable. Nice serve, line drive, but played by the Raiders. DeCaro, she's been really strong in this set. That time she's dug. Pabian with a smash. Grace Burns gets to it, but into the crowd it goes. And it's 21-18. Serafina Pabian making her mark here.
Here it comes.
Literally, I think Grace Burns, she ran into the bleachers, she would have literally made a mark. And a timeout Raiders with the score 21-18 here in set number 1. Alrighty, 21-18 here.
Man, the picture all of a sudden got dark. You turn the lights off?
That looks good on the camera.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Bella. Oh my goodness, everybody's here. Why, we gotta get you guys on. Stuffed by McClarty, and it's a 2-point game.
Kind of how we expected the first set, right? Score, I mean, not all the runs, but the fact that it's, you know, here we are, 21-19.
Got close in a hurry. DeCaro deep, and that's in. And a much-needed point for the Raiders there from CC DeCaro. Jay,
every time
here from Bella Taché, who I interviewed yesterday for a story that I'll be writing in the next couple of days. So, but we were saying every time that Charter gets close.
And it's always that same person who comes up with the big play.
And DeCaro now back to serve so that she's off the front line. She's going to do her magic from the back. Drops it in deep.
And she can.
Down it goes. I'm not sure what happened there with Ursuline.
A little miscommunication maybe, I don't know.
That ball was in the air. It just dropped. 22-20.
I'm blaming Bud. I had a good chance. Me and Bud were at the Sally's game together the other day, and he's keeping himself busy with all the teams he's covering.
Claire McCann drops one in, but Ursuline's ready for it, and Kelly scores. It's a nice little short set there to Claire Kelly.
That's how you.
And McCann had a nice serve there. Now it's 23-20. Burns checks out. It looks like Peretti checks in. And a timeout. Looks like a timeout here for Wilmington Charter.
Gives us a chance to talk about our upcoming schedule, Mike. Tomorrow night, Benny, Glenn, and I think Nick Alessadrini will be down at the Buffalo Wild Wings in Dover for DSL Weekly, I believe. We have First State Military Academy and ECHS confirmed, and maybe there'll be another guest.
Never know.
You never know.
I actually saw ECHS for a quarter last week at Dickinson. They lost by a point to Dickinson.
They got their first ever varsity win this year. I just think it's great that, they're not on our schedule this week, but we're down there and we're getting 2 teams on, and First State Military Academy and ECHS, who rightfully so deserve some attention down there. And
everybody deserves to be on.
Yep.
We've had the stars on. The top-ranked teams. We had Dover. We had, some of the other, Lake Forest.
And
it's always good to get to spread the wealth a little bit.
Again, a lot of our games this week are, repeats, so you have to try and get some new teams on there.
It looks like Lizzie Barnett on the serve. Set by Cole. Pavian scores 23-21.
And then, of course, next Wednesday night, Wednesday from now, we'll be in Rehoboth Beach.
So
and Benny Mitchell, I'm making the trip this year.
Benny making dinner. Serafina Pavian back to serve. So they got Pavian off the front line. We have a little lineup check or something.
Some housekeeping.
So on the front line is Johnson, Emma Shaner, and Katie Cole for their force. Played by the Raiders. It's up, but they can only tip it over, and that's not going to be enough against this team. Johnson hits to, looks like that Lenz back there, Juliana Lenz. There's a play, and down it goes, and that's set point. Timmons checks in. I don't know why. She's going to serve. 3 set points here for the Raiders in set number 1. Thanks for joining us on a Tuesday evening. It is Tuesday. It's pretty nice out today. Got a little cloudy. Smacks that one deep. It's in trouble. It's an ace. And Ursuline takes set number 1 on the ace by Haley Timmons. 25-21, 1-0 Raiders. We're back. You're watching high school volleyball on 302 Sports.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home.
5 Hospitality, founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise to Delaware. To date, they operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings in Delaware and Maryland. Also the Stone Balloon and Limestone Barbecue. And let's not forget Expectation and 5 Jersey Mikes throughout Delaware. High 5 Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality. High 5.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Call for an appointment today or visit us at firststateortho.com.
Welcome back to Ursuline Academy. Jay, I'm not sure what we're looking at here. A couple of the Ursuline students down there.
Is it Halloween?
Is it, I don't know what's
Early?
going on. But they're all dressed up for something. I don't know what the costume is there, but they're having a good time. What's the costumes all about down there? Do you know? I thought maybe they were doing sumo wrestling or something down there. I'll have to ask them when they come by here. Alrighty, Jay. Always a good time here at Ursuline. It's a blackout theme. But just
Mike, the manuals finally went online.
okay.
And guess what?
We're not in it.
No, but the football went back to what it was last year, kind of. I mean, there is only 8 teams. But
But
now
you win your district.
you're a top seed. So if Smyrna somehow pulls off the upset of Dover and wins that conference.
Dover without their best running back.
Correct. So I don't know if it'd be an upset. They could win that district and be a
second
2
seed.
seed. And right now, if the tournament started today, they wouldn't be in the tournament.
It's that kind of year. Block on Ting. Oh, what a diving play there by, I can't see who that was. And Ursuline, they're going to get the point. Save. What a point. Ursuline, that was Haley Timmons with that dive, by the way. This time the cross is in. JT, Julia Terzaghi with the winner. So good stick-to-it-iveness. Great play by Bud Keegan on the baseline.
I saw some changes in the volleyball manual.
I know they added 2 tiebreakers.
Yes, one of them is
Team colors?
no, it's win percentage of all your. It's like win percentage of all your opponents.
As opposed to winning percentage of who?
Well, before earlier in the thing, they have bonus points, total bonus
Right.
points, and you figure if they're tied, and they have the same number of wins and same number of bonus points, and it goes down to the next one. It's your opponent when it's not the bonus point. So you could have a team that's 0-15 on your schedule. That counts as a 0%, and the other one who might not, someone might be 7-8 and not get your bonus point, but yet be better than the 0-15. It's actually a go one.
That's off the net and down. Point for the Force. They lead 2-1.
Because earlier in it's common opponents, winning percentage
Right.
against common opponents. Then later on they get winning percentage of all your opponents. And then eventually it does get back to, if the other 2 that they added are tied, then it gets back to the committee vote.
Charter with the 2-1 lead, trying to make it 3-1 here. McGonigal says no way. Caitlin McGonigal with a cross-court smash. And we're tied at 2.
And then it also says, highlighted in yellow, Mike, the committee will pick the sites of the games based on gym size, safety of gym, parking, and all that good stuff. And
I could tell them a couple gyms they should not play in.
which means that we will have home sites through the quarterfinals.
A mistake. But hey, whatever. That ball falls. Ursuline with the point. Heard today during the task force meeting, the AA is self-sufficient. But yet they insist on playing these games in tiny gyms. That's a service error. Not just volleyball, by the way. This goes to basketball, too. But hey, I'll just get myself in trouble if you get me started on that.
Well, I'm just hoping that the basketball quarterfinals are back at the Bob this year.
Where they belong.
I'm hoping the new DIAA director will get on that in a heartbeat.
Maya Johnson with the serve, played by the Raiders. It's pushed over on 2. Haley Timmons, a surprise winner.
We are on the seesaw here in
And
the
it's
second set.
4-3 Raiders.
Whereas the first set, it was more of big runs. This one, we're on the exchange of points here.
Grace Burns, back to serve back there. Here she is, behind the official. This one is up for Ting. Burns dives for it, sends it over the net. Set up again for Ting, straight down. Look out.
Look out below.
Can't defend that.
A lot of players are making cases for our first aid orthopedics player in a match.
All righty, so Miranda Ting, after that winner, is back to serve. Can they save it? They cannot. And that's a service winner for the Force. They lead 5-4.
Mike, I was driving here today and listening to 94.1, and Jack Fritz left the station to go to the ballpark. Took him an hour, a 30-minute drive, took him an hour and 10 minutes. Of course.
Should have taken the free SEPTA ride.
Of course, well, it wasn't until after 5:30, and this was at 4 o'clock, so fortunately. But he stopped at Wawa, which probably cost him a few minutes, too.
Pavian blocked. It goes out of bounds. Point Charter, and they are up 2.
But that was at 3:30, and the earliest game was the Flyers at 6. The Soccer and Phillies are, both at 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Apparently, the Mexican team draws about $60,000 a game when they play. Ace for Ting, and that's 7-4.
Little run here for the Force.
Miranda Ting gets it back in play. Uh-oh. That's misplayed. That's another ace for Ting. It's 8-4. A little run here for Charter. I believe 5 straight. Well, that's going to put an end to the run. Juliet Cummings smacks that down. So that makes it 8-5. Juliet Cummings from an athletic family. She is the cousin of friend of 302, Michelle Kazicki. Saw Michelle here about a month ago watching.
She's getting ready to start basketball for Westchester.
That's saved by Johnson, but a chance here for the Raiders. Back set for Cummings, but good defense there by the Force. Pabian smashes, and it's a winner for Serafina Pabian. That's a nice reaction there by Charter. Back to serve, it'll be Hugh. 9-5. Charter, they trail 1-0. Cross on the set. DeCaro smashes it down. But no, apparently into the net. It's tough to tell from this angle.
Say it looks like they gave the point to Charter.
Timeout, Ursuline.
That's a good timeout. All right, Mike. Football Friday. Where are we this week? I know the Central crew will be at Dover for Smyrna Dover, and like I said, that is probably going to declare your District 2 winner right there.
Yeah, I have no idea where Benny is this week.
Benny is at, I believe, Cape Henlopen as the Riders and Vikings meet down there. And then we, the Northern crew, will be up for the first night game in the history of Del Castle football as they host Wilmington Charter, who we got to see last week. All they're doing is shutting out teams right now. Their defense has been stout as they beat St. Elizabeth.
What time's that game?
6 p.m.
Okay, because our schedule says 7, but I think
know.
it's the 6.
It's 6 p.m. was tweeted out today, and I saw it on the website.
I'm okay with that.
So
Saw Charter last week, and they look good. Del Castle building something over at Del Castle. We have a rotation violation.
Yeah, that as we get closer to the tournament, Mike, that's stuff that you need to clean up, right?
But now it's a 6-point lead for the Force. (25-21) win in the first set for Ursuline. But Charter's really been in control of this one since it was 4-3 Raiders. DeCaro right down the middle, and that's a point for the Raiders.
Much needed point.
And it's a 5-point lead.
I mean, the Raiders are up a set, but you know.
McGonigal checks in.
They don't want it to be even at a set apiece.
That looks like Juliana Lenz back to serve. Now, we've seen a few 2-0 leads disappear this year, but that's not the neighborhood you want to be living in. Little 50-50 action, ball still alive. Caitlin McGonigal right at us, and that's a point for the Raiders. That ball had some English on it, some French, and some Portuguese on the way out of bounds. Back set for Pavian, winner. She's been really, really good tonight.
She really has.
And now, as we say that, back to serve. One, Serafina Pavian.
She's been good back there, too.
Good serve played by the Raiders. It's up for Caitlin McGonigal. Maya Johnson tips, and down it goes. Point force. They lead by 6. That's played. It's tough to tell from here whether it would have been in or not. McGonigal down the left side. I thought that caught the corner. It is a point for the Raiders, as that was just inside the end,
I
end line.
thought the same thing, Mike, but I tend to wait sometimes until I put it up on the scoreboard.
I know what coaches say, but I'm not, coaches they're rooting one way or the other here.
Yeah.
There's that Barnett serves. And that's a winner for Charter through the block for number 13, Emma Shaner. So Shaner found the hole and got that ball right through there. The lead still 6. Little misplay there by the Raiders, but they're going to get the free ball over. Ting blocked and saved by Charter, but they just can't get to it. Nice little block there. I believe Caitlin McGonigal got to that one. Ursuline looking to put a run together here.
Yeah, yep, you're right. I mean, it was back and forth to start the set. Then Charter went on that run.
Line drive.
Ace. That's one way to get it back. Ace is the place.
Grace Burns. Grace with the ace. Not her first. No, sorry, not Grace. Haley Timmons. Not her first ace either. She ended the first set with an ace. We're going to have a change in the back line. Miranda Ting back out for Serafina Pavian. That's too much. And that's a service error. The lead is 5.
Mike, with next week being the last week of the season, so many good volleyball matches the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll see if we take a look at it when we get a break. Cole sets. Pushed by Ting, played by McGonigal. That's going to be a tough one, and somehow gotten over the net by Caitlin McGonigal. Maya Johnson off the tape. Apparently not off the tape, Jay. It was off a hand, but that time was a carry called on Charter. And the lead is 4. They struggled to get it below 6. They finally got it at one point to 4, and then 5 back to 4. We'll see what happens here with McGonigal, but Charter playing much better in this set. Good serve by McGonigal, but a great dig. Johnson blocked at the net. Almost a free ball to go down. That one into the hands of Maya Johnson and down, and a point for the Raiders.
Here comes that run you were talking about.
Service error ends that one, and it's 16-12. So Pabian checks back in, up on the front line, Maya Johnson to serve. Nice one, line drive action. DeCaro up, ball down, point Raiders. She got some serious hang time on that one.
She did.
And who's going to serve? Looks like Grace Burns. Trail by 3 here in set number 2. Cole sets for Pabian, off the wall, and down it goes. Charter answers.
Kind of reminds me of the first set where, Ursuline got up in that big lead. And Charter, every time they got back in it, Ursuline had an answer. And this is kind of how this set is. But Charter.
Ace for Miranda Ting.
Ace is the place.
18-13. Beautiful serve. Jay, she bounced the ball, came up, hit her right in the noggin. And we just happened to be zoomed in when it happened. I'm sure Miranda will love that. There's a whistle violation on the force. Ursuline doesn't care how they get points, they'll take it. They still trail by 4, 18-14. And in to serve for Ursuline is Avery Randall. And she almost got the ace on that one. Nice save there by Charter. Timmons sets. Cummings can't get it down. This time it's going to be the force blocked at the net. Dug right back over. And a winner for Pabian. (19-14). That was some good action there. Adrian Hugh will serve here for Wilmington Charter. Off the tape, saved by the Raiders. Ball's down, saved by Johnson. Boy, that whole play was just out of system. And Julia Cummings ended it with the stuff. Everything about that play was messed up, but Ursuline will take the point. And it'll be DeCaro on the serve. Officials are ready, and here we go. Nice serve. Great play there by Charter to keep it alive. Pabian smash. Another winner. She's been unconscious tonight. And she'll go back and serve. Up 5. It's getting late. Johnson tips. Randall is there. That's going to be a tough one for the Raiders. Backhanded. Saved. What a play. Over on 2, and down it goes. Timmons with another one. That Lizzie Barnett serving. Claire Kelly back in. We wait the officials' whistle. They're checking the positioning here. Everything seems good to go. Good serve by Barnett, saved by the Force. Free ball sent over. Off the fingers, another dig back there. Looks Paving got the dig. She's doing everything. McGonigal can't get that one down. Can they save it? Just it gets over. How about that? McGonigal tries again. This time, there's no answer. And it's a point for the Raiders. What a save by Charter.
Yeah, it was a great save.
I wasn't sure they had enough to get it over the net, but they did. They still have a 3-point lead here. Sinking serve played here by Cole. Smash block, down it goes. And just out of the reach of the Force, 20-18. Little change up front here for Charter as Eleanor Ober checks in. It's the first time we call Eleanor's name today. Little 50-50 action. Ball's hit 4 times. Point Raiders. It's 20-19. That was like a pinball machine in there, Jay.
Yeah, it was. It really was.
Bing, 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 bing. But the machine tilted, and the Raiders get the point. Sinking serve played. Cole gets it. Tipped off the antenna, and we're tied.
Wonder if we'll see a timeout here by the Force as Ursuline's on this nice little run.
And there it is. And Joe, we mentioned the Charter is at Padua on Saturday, and then they finish up with Smyrna next Thursday. They have First State Military before Smyrna.
No, I'm sorry. I think that match is at Wilmington Charter. Padua was at Wilmington Charter.
Oh, okay. Well, I know they play Saturday.
Because I believe...
I'm okay with that because that's a little closer to my house.
I believe...
And the parking's better.
I believe...
yeah, Padua's at Charter.
Yeah,
and that's at 11:30 on Saturday.
Padua's only got one more home match against Ursuline. They're at Charter on Tuesday, at Charter on Saturday, and then at St. Mark's on Tuesday, home against Ursuline on Thursday. That's not an easy 3-way stretch.
Going on tonight, Smyrna and Dover.
Yeah, and
it's
it's
basically for the North.
Yeah, if Smyrna wins.
They win the North, I believe.
Yes, but Dover and CR both have 1 loss. And so if Dover beats Smyrna, it'll be a 3-way tie. And
I think CR lost to Smyrna, if I'm not mistaken.
CR lost to Smyrna but beat Dover. So it would be a 3-way tie. And then, then it gets into, I believe.
Well, I don't know what the conference tiebreakers are.
Well, it'd be head-to-head, but they all split. So that and then I believe it goes by tournament index, which I believe would be, I think it might be CR.
There's a serve, it's back, and it's an ace. Raiders go up 21-20.
But that could change because there's a lot of games still left to play.
Lizzie Barnett with the big serve. Yeah, we noticed it changing daily. Cole goes over on 2, and the Raiders are going to try to make them pay. McGonigal up, dig, and now we have 2 hits, Jay.
Tell you what a run here by the Raiders.
I heard a little protest from behind us, but if I saw it from here, and I'm not the official, but I saw 2 hits there just as much. But that's been a nice little run. Barnett into the net, and there's the Jason Jinx.
The ball don't lie.
22-21 Raiders.
If you thought it was, if you didn't think it was a 2-hand hit, the ball don't lie.
But that was a 7-0 run.
Yeah, it was a big run, like we said.
Up for McGonigal, off the wall. Doug. Maya Johnson sends it over. Burns gets underneath of it. For McGonigal again, tips. Oh, what a save by Pavian, I believe. Johnson's going to try to send it down, but DeCaro was there. McGonigal again. Nice diving play in the back by Serafina. And that's long. 23-21, that just missed on the end line. It's hard for me to see it, but it was close back there. Back to serve. Haley, Timmons. Well, if you're Coach Johnson, that's the server you want back there. 23-21. Timmons, line drive. Cole sets for Ting. Doug, right back over the net, however. Up 50-50, down it goes. Stuffed by Claire Kelly. Set point.
Timeout. Force.
So pretty stunning turn of events here in the last stretches of this set. Of course, St. Mark's plays Carroll tonight. Jay, they play Archmere on Thursday. I'm thinking I might head out to that one.
I think I'll be at soccer Thursday.
Sally's in Appoquinimink.
Yeah, because I got to work, and it's closer to where I work. Not that I wouldn't want to be at St. Mark's Archmere, because I think that's a big match, because Archmere is one of those teams that right now is 2 bonus points, but by the season end could be at 1 bonus point. So depending on a couple results that are matches.
Of course, St. Mark's finishes up with Padua and Ursuline. I'm sorry, St. Mark's finishes up with Padua and Ursuline next week. The traditional season ender between the Raiders and Spartans. We're supposed to be here, and now is it St. Mark's?
That was supposed to be senior night here, so they moved, of course, because they go to Padua and to St. Mark's next week, so they got both on the road.
Tough play here. It's going to be a free ball and a chance for the Raiders. Back set. Tozagi with the winner, and Ursuline with a comeback in set number 2. They take an identical 25-21 score. We're back with third set action. You're watching high school volleyball on Delaware Live Sports, powered by 302.
How you doing? My name's Mike Cassidy. I'm the founder and president of Cassidy Painting. I started back in 1984, incorporated in 1986. I never had the word no in my vocabulary. When someone called me to do a job, I always said yes. Whether it was a struggle, whether it was 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, it didn't matter. And with that philosophy, we were able to grow to the size we are. We employ close to 80 individuals.
We really enjoy being in the family business. I look forward to coming to work every day, and it's so nice to work with the people that we work with in the office. We've really become a family with them. We really create a family experience around here.
And Cassidy Painting is a very diversified company. We don't say no to anything. We deal with everything from epoxy floors to painting buildings to spray foam insulation, spray fireproofing. If it deals with a coating, we can handle it. So when our customers call and they're under the gun and they know the need to get a job done, they know who to call because we perform. We've always been performed. We've never been replaced out of 37 years of business. For any of your painting needs, we can handle it.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
All right, senior night here at Ursuline. They lead Wilmington Charter 2-0. There you see a couple of the signs. See some of the Go Seniors there. Sisters that play together, stay together.
Mike, look who's back playing for the Flyers tonight. Sean Couturier, and not only is he back, he scored on a penalty shot to give the Flyers a 2-0 lead over the Canucks. Good to see him back. They were talking about he might need career-ending surgery.
That's like the story of the Flyers the last couple of years.
It's good to see him back.
Anybody see Ryan Ellis ever?
All I know is the good news is I'm glad.
Didn't Cam Atkinson play the other night?
Yeah. I'm glad that Keith Jones and Guerrero there, and I'm hoping they can turn it around.
All right, underway here. Ursuline on top by 2. Charter, you never feel, if you're the leading team, you're never comfortable until you're up by 3. McGonigal smash, sent over. We have a whistle.
I believe a net violation.
A flag waving in the background.
And I believe it's on Ursuline.
Ursuline with the violation.
I think when she hit it, her arm was hit the net, if that makes sense. But again, I'm away, but I know it was some kind of net violation.
So 1-0 Charter. Serve gets over. Up for Kelly, down and out. 2-0. So Claire Kelly had the right idea, just too much on that shot. Charter did a good job recognizing that it's going to go out of bounds. Yeah, so Pat was at Charter on Saturday. I'm okay with that because, like I said, that's another point for the. Yep, it's going to be a violation on Charter, so it's a point for Ursuline. There's parking at Charter, and it's actually closer to my house.
Yeah, I like that. And then maybe I'll head to Friends and go watch some football, but we'll see. I got to work that night.
Here's Ting off the block. It's up for McGonigal, and a winner for Caitlin McGonigal. 2-2.
I gotta stand up for a second. Oh, too old for this stuff.
Serves error.
Don't forget, at the conclusion of this match, Mike and myself will pick our first aid orthopedics player of the match.
Now see if we can, if there's any way we can get him up here, maybe we'll just call it a night. We'll see. That's out of bounds. Point. We have a, I guess it was dug out of bounds. I saw the flag waving back there.
Yeah, when I was off an Ursuline player and came flying out of.
I know it was out of bounds. I was looking for what he was doing this for. That's up. Kelly smacks it off the fingers. Down it goes. 4-3 Charter. Tell you what, Serafina Pabian, even if Charter doesn't win, would have an argument for being the player of the game, but she's been fantastic tonight. As has McGonigal, who's on serve right now. Stuffed on the overpass. Down it goes. It was either Kelly or DeCaro. They might take 1/2 a point each on that.
However he drew it up, it would take advantage of the overpass. And
It's a tough place to come in as you're a visitor. Off the tape and down it goes. That's an ace.
you always get one tape ace a match, it seems like. And then you also get one where the tape just knocks it back on your side of the match.
So Ursuline on top 5-4.
That one went off the noggin.
Does that not count? It's 5-5 after that. So we'll call it a noggin error.
You're sitting there in the front of the net, Mike, and next thing you know, you get hit
You get smacked.
right in the back of the head. Hopefully, you're okay. It's on the 167 mile per hour.
Sasha Batia into serve. And Jay, I think she just mishit that one. Looks like it just went off the heel of her hand down by the wrist.
Yes.
So Grace Burns back for Ursuline. They lead by a point. Charter 8-2. Ursuline 9-3. That's into the net. An uncharacteristic error there. 7-5. You know, Ursuline, a little rough year last year, but they are back where everybody's accustomed to seeing them. It took a year to get used to it.
It's the same thing with the Padua over there, too. I mean, they're on a roll right now. And
playing probably as well as anybody in the state right now.
Again, another team that had 5 wins last year. So that's why I said it's wide open.
Friends having a really good year.
I mean, Padua beat Paul VI. And then Garnet Valley, 2 teams that are
dug over. Charter with a chance here. Pabian from the back line. Doug sent over. That's going to be, I think, 2 hits. And indeed it is. By the way, for those who are counting, Padua's 2 wins over Paul VI and Garnet Valley.
8 points right now.
A combined record for those 2 teams, by the way, of 27-3 coming into that match.
And remember, Paul VI beat Ursuline. Now, one thing I look at Paul VI, Mike, they play best of 3.
Yep.
Sets up there, and, you know, they come down here on the road, and you're playing by, I assume, Delaware standards.
Tipped up, dug by DeForest. Oh, what a dig, but unable to keep it in bounds. At that point, brought to you by that was number 29, Samantha McClarthy. Made a great play for Charter to make that point possible. Nice serve played by the Raiders. Sent over on 2, but this time they get there. Pabian with the left-handed smash. Curveball right to Coach Johnson. 8-7 Charter. Coach Johnson, big smile on her face. She wants to get out there and play.
Yeah, she does.
Jen Johnson used to work her magic right in this very gymnasium. Whistle. And I think it's another rotation.
That's Ursuline's second of the match.
So 9-7 Charter. Adrian Hugh will serve here. So we mentioned another week and 5 days of the season left. Committee scheduled to meet on the 29th of October, and then they will have the brackets for you that day. And then the tournament starts a couple days after that. That's long, and the Raiders back within 1. Then the fun starts. Any committee members listening, by the way, please, I know you're not doing doubleheaders. Please stagger the start times. Please, it's not that hard.
Now,
first and second round, and quarters, stagger the start times.
Now, the first and second round are over 2 days. The first round is Wednesday, Thursday, and the second round is Friday, Saturday. If you play Wednesday, you'll play Friday. If you play Thursday, you'll play Saturday. But Saturday, there's no reason that any of those those second round games should start all at the same time.
What a dig back there by Ursuline off the antenna, however, and that's going to be a point for Charter. Nice play back there for the Raiders by number 27, Tyler Adams, with the great dig. And in to serve for the Force. There she is right there. Claire McCann. Short set, smashed. Dog back there. I think that was McCann that got it off the tape, and we're still playing. Oh, the defenses are out on this point. Smacked. Down it goes. And Serafina Pabian makes it 11-8 Charter. As they have opened up just a little lead here.
Yeah, this set's been the closest as far as first set. Ursuline had a big lead.
There's an ace.
And the second set, Charter had a big lead.
McCann makes it 12-8 with the ace. Ursuline looking to stop the bleeding, and well, that's one way. Get it to CeCe DeCaro. She sends a curveball down the middle. And it's 12-9. Adams checks out. McGonigal is back in. And back to serve it is C DeCaro. Serve is in, and away we go. And we have a violation. I think there was some contact with the net, and a point for Charter. So they lead 13-9 in set number 3. And that's an ace for Pabian.
Ace is the place.
I think Friends in Tower Hill play Thursday?
Correct.
Thursday at 5:15. Off the tape and down it goes. They'll take it. McGonigal with the winner.
There's another team, Friends, that had to turn around after a 5-win season last year. Coach Trinzi over there has that team playing well.
Alrighty, so this looks like Barnett back to serve. And into the net it goes. Peretti checks in for the Raiders. Checking for Charter, number 25. Jacqueline Mira. And also Miranda Ting. Well, Mira just checked in and checked herself back out when Ting was in. So, Jacqueline, it was nice to see you. This is up for McGonigal down the left side, out. And the lead is 6. Little misplay on the receive for Ursuline. Charter with a chance. Ting blocked. Somehow Charter gets back over the net. But Kelly with the block. That's wide and a point for Charter.
Nice little run here for the Force as they try and stay in this match.
Ursuline trying to stop the bleeding here. Blocked at the net. Ting blocked. That's not easy to do, but over on 2, Katie Cole with the winner. Timeout.
I was gonna
Raiders.
say, it wouldn't shock me if we see a timeout here for the Raiders as the Force are on a roll right now, trying to extend the match here.
All right, here we go. 18-10, by far the, what is it, by 2 points, the biggest lead for Charter all day. And that's just a miss hit by Ober into the net. Point for the Raiders. Jay, the most important news of the day out of Brooklyn today. St. Bonaventure finished third in the Atlantic 10 in the preseason media poll.
I saw that with no first place vote.
Now one first place vote.
One?
Yeah, we had one.
Oh.
So did Fordham.
Oh, okay.
Ting gets up and smacks it down.
The one I saw had Bonaventure with none and Fordham with 1. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's almost like the earth stops spinning on its axis when Fordham gets the vote.
And they're like 8th or 9th.
Yeah, overall.
It's somebody thought they were going to be 1.
Been a rough stretch up there at Rose Hill Gym.
They've been better in
McGonigal into the net. And it's 20-11.
The problem with college basketball, you don't know who's on the roster until it comes out. I mean, there's a lot. The transfer portal.
Yeah, the Bonnies didn't get hit this year like they did last year.
Yeah.
Lost a couple, but not too many. Knocked down by Ting. 21-11. Charter's feeling it now. That's one thing in volleyball. You don't want to just let them get on a roll because they have to carry right on over.
I think that's what happened the other night at Tower Hill. And we saw it earlier this year. Charter was up 2-0 and Archmere forced the 5th set.
Good save, but that's a whistle.
I think it was a double hit.
Double hit. This one has just started out close, but has not been close in a while. Charter making some better coverage of the floor in this set. McGonigal off the wall, dug by McCann. That's going to be a free ball sent over by McCarthy. And that's the winner there for Claire Kelly, 22-12.
That was hit straight down. That done at the gym floor.
Still a 10-point lead here. McCarthy McGonigal back to serve. And somehow, that free ball from the back line falls in. Well, when it's going your way, it's going your way. Pavian picks up a point that she'd probably tell you she'd never get. Maya Johnson back to serve. Looking to close this one out. Up and off the block and down. Ting gets it. And it's set point. And a lot of them.
Yeah, I was going to say. At least a dozen of them.
Off the block, saved by Burns. A little 50-50 action. We have a whistle.
I think Ursuline hit the
Violation
net.
on Ursuline, and that's going to stew it. Second set goes Charter's way, 25-12. We're back with 4-set action. You're watching high school volleyball on 302 Sports.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Call for an appointment today or visit us at firststateortho.com.
Hospitality, founded in 2004 when three guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise to Delaware. To date, they operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings in Delaware and Maryland. Also the Stone Balloon and Limestone Barbecue. And let's not forget Expectation and 5 Jersey Mikes throughout Delaware. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer, president of Sodell Concepts, the best restaurant group in the state, and we're inviting you to come join our team. Sodell Concepts is a growing hospitality company with 16 restaurants and a variety of other hospitality businesses, all located in beautiful southern Delaware. We have recently added many departments to our executive leadership team, including a training department, a property development department, and a construction department. We invite you to come live at the beach and work with a growing restaurant group with many opportunities to advance your career. Sodell Concepts Restaurant Group, come check us out.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
All right, back at Ursuline. You still have a few seconds here. Soccer final, Archmere 4, Smyrna 3. A comeback. Archmere field hockey, a winner of MOT Charter. And Archmere always tweets out scores. So we get down to crunch time, not just volleyball, field hockey and soccer also ending, football a couple weeks behind them. And cross country.
Well, field hockey's early this year. Their tournament is the same day as cross country, as they will be the first 2 fall state championships on the 11th.
Cross country up north this year. I believe they're back at Brandywine Creek.
Are they?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's at Felton.
It should be down. It should be downstate.
Oh, I could be wrong. Maybe I thought it was at Brandywine Creek.
Maybe the Newcastle is. I don't know. Unless they only do 2 counties in it, because.
No, it's all right. It's at. It says host is Lake Forest, and then the location says Brandywine Creek State Park.
Something's just. It was at Felton Park last year. It was at Brandywine Creek 2 years ago. I would think it would be down in Sussex County this year.
We are underway. And there's a shot that's in and a point for Charter. They trail 2-1, but they dominated that third set. And they score the first point here. And back to serve, it's McCann.
They had a big lead in that second set that they weren't able to hold on to.
So Claire McCann looking to extend this lead for Coach Quokey. You see Mary Pat in the background. Off the tape, played by Pabian. McCarthy off the block and down. Winner for Charter.
They seem to have all the momentum right now, Mike.
Ursuline look a little, that's out. Looking a little unsure on the serve receive. And then the hitting error there makes it 3-zip. Set up for DeCaro, and that's a winner for Ursuline. CC goes off the block and out of bounds. 3-1. I think Burns says, I think I'm serving. Nope, we're not sure who's serving it. Gracie Burns.
All I know is that they have been called out of rotation twice in this match. So.
Can't be giving up points like that.
Especially when you finish the season with Padua and St. Mark's.
Good serve. Fonda comes out of nowhere for the dig. Sent over by Ting. Ursuline with a shot here. And winner for Ursuline. That kill from Kelly just a little too strong for the force. I'm sure Coach Johnson just tried to calm him down between sets. Said we just got to clean it up. Burns sends it into the middle. Cole sets for Ting. And that's in. Right in front of Coach Johnson. 4-2. Maya Johnson checks in to serve. Punched over. Charter with a chance here. It's up for Pabian. Into the back line. And that's a winner for Serafina Pabian. She's been outstanding tonight. 5-2 Charter.
She really has.
And an ace for Johnson. Nice serve just over the net. This is up for DeCaro. Deep and right on the line, it's in. 6-3.
Tickled the tape, tickled the line.
Charter not looking like the team that's trailing by 2 here. Or not by 1. McGonigal will serve it up. There's the whistle. Here we go. So Fabian, I thought it was going to be a free ball. She got a nice attack on that one. Up, Kelly pushes left and out. Down it goes, it's in. I meant to say in, it looked like it was in. I think Coach Cuoco wants a carry on that. Almost like she directed it to that side.
Right.
This is going to be a free ball here. Ursuline's got to take advantage. Nice dig. Oh, what a save. Can they keep it in? No. Oh, great effort there by Bufano on that one.
Yeah, that was an outstanding effort.
Good serve. Handcuffs Johnson, but the force keeps it in. That's off the antenna, and we're tied. That's antenna is literally 2 feet in front of the official. He's not going to miss. I mean, I saw it from here.
Right.
And we're tied at 6. And the Charter student section behind us All three of them, Jay, going crazy. Off the tape and an ace for Caitlin McGonigal. Jay, I want to mention another team that's probably not going to make the tournament. AI DuPont, I believe, was 6-3 the last I checked. So good for them. Tigers, that's out of bounds.
It really is.
Point for the Raiders.
Outstanding season. Just don't know if they're going to have enough points to make
think the Flight B just doesn't have enough bonus points.
Yeah.
But Dickinson again, a double bonus point team. Another great job for Dickinson. That serves out. And Concord also a double bonus point team for Flight B.
Remember last year, Concord was the 8th seed.
Up for Kelly in. Claire Kelly smacks that one down. 9-7 Raiders.
And they ran into that 9th seeded Tower Hill Hellers.
Yeah, I think we could probably safely say Tower was underseeded last year. But it's all numbers, not like the NCAA tournament. All righty, DeCaro to serve.
Based off that point index.
This is going to be Pavian with the attack, blocking it in. It lands in. I think Kelly got it. 10-7.
Well, last year, the independent conference just was not strong.
Timeout. Force. There's Claire Kelly, number 12, right there in front of you with Panuto and Terzaghi.
Speaking of, we mentioned Archmere. Archmere, talk about a daunting task ahead of them. They got St. Mark's, Tower Hill, Newark Charter.
They play a tough schedule.
And
there's your three seniors, by the way. Terzaghi, Burns, and Peretti for the Raiders. You know what that means, Jay? They're bringing a heck of a lot back next year. We're still in this year, but only the three seniors for Coach Johnson.
Yeah.
But they have some business to take care of in 2023 before we start thinking about 2024. 10-7 Raiders. They lead 2-1. We are in the fourth set. And we are ready to go. That finds the floor. McCarthy didn't get all of it, but she got enough of it in the right spot. And this looks like McCann back to serve. Short set off the tape. Charter saves. They got a chance here. Another miss hit that falls their way. 10-9. So we expected a tight one, and for the most part, it's been a tight one. Another rotation violation on Ursuline. That's 3 tonight, and we're tied at 10. That's the kind of stuff that just can't happen.
Yeah, especially, I mean, as you getting closer and closer to state tournament time, it's something that coaches don't want to clean up.
Grace Burns wanted to know what it is, because obviously Ursuline thinks they're good, but they've been whistled for 3 times. Line drive. Cross for Panuto. She's dogged. But down goes the ball. Ursuline back on top by 1. Emmy Panuto gets that one down. is this JT? Looks like, nope. Lizzie Barnett back to serve. Pavian deep, but while we have a whistle. And a violation on Ursuline. We're tied at 11.
Back and forth we go here.
Pavian serves. Played by the Raiders. Cross court. Canuto dug. But down it goes. Nina Peretti reaches up and just smacks it down.
Yeah, nicely done.
She saw that coming.
Yep.
And it looks like Haley Timmons will serve here with the 1-point lead. Ursuline with a chance here, but they can't get on top of it, and it's a chance for Charter. Ober with the winner. And that ties us back again at 12. McGonigal into the block. Ting gets it. Down it goes. 13-12 force. DeCaro from the back line. What great placement by DeCaro on that one.
Like I said, it don't matter where she is. She can score anywhere on the court.
So it's Panuto to serve. Little misplay by Charter, and they're just going to have to try to save it over. Wow, that's a great play by Ober. And Ursuline forced into a free ball as well. Ting up, blocked, played over and out.
Just exchanging points here, Mike. Exchanging points this set.
Yeah, sure. Why not be here all night? Katie Cole on the serve. Cross for, I can see who that was, but it's a winner. I want to say that's our good friend CC DeCaro with the tap.
Piling up the points.
And the tie. CC and Fina Pabian are just killing it today. Burns, she's been pretty good behind the line. I don't want to jinx her. It's in play. Uh-oh. A save by Charter. Ting does a good job on it. It's a free ball here for Charter. McGonigal into the block. Ting gets it down. Charter again on top by one.
Force are throwing a block party here in Wilmington.
Yeah, you can't just go into her. She's knocking every one of them down. Miranda Ting. She was on our preseason show, and I'm trying to remember what we asked. Oh, I asked them about the history of Charter School of Wilmington. If they knew the nickname for Wilmington High School. I stumped them. Nice serve by Johnson, save by the Raiders. But the free ball gives Charter a chance. Ting smacks it down. 16-14. She's excited, and she should be excited.
Yeah.
That's the first 2-point lead in a long time. Well, that is in, and Ursuline gets the point. DeCaro sent that down with some authority.
She's been doing that all night.
Terzaghi is in. McGonigal back to serve.
Coach Noon's not going to be happy. She's been denting that gym floor all night long.
Saw a couple of his players when I was here yesterday.
They opened the season in November this year.
Service error. 17-15. I ran into Taylor Brown yesterday, Jazz Wesley, and Shamira Marshall brothers.
You're going to start this basketball season before the football tournament finishes.
That's 2 hits, and it's a 3-point Charter lead. No timeout forthcoming here for the Raiders. They took the first 2 sets by identical 25-21 scores. Charter pulled away for a 25-12 win in set number 3. This one is a service error, but this set has been close throughout. It's 18-16 now, and that's a big lead. It was 1 point for most of the set.
And just remember that Urso got called for a third out of rotation in this set. That was 1 point, so if it comes down to a point or two.
DeCaro to serve. Hate to see those kinds of errors. Played nicely by Johnson. Pabian hit the left hand up into the rafters. Ursuline with a chance. Panuto has to just tap it over the wall. A chance here. Look out below. Nice dig. Charter playing the defense here. Look at that. Katie Cole gets to it. Pabian to the back line. No surprise, not enough of a surprise there. She's going to try it again. Knuckleball goes down for Pabian. 19-16. McCann in to serve. This has been a good match. Match I thought deserved. There's a timeout. A bigger crowd than this.
Kind of match you kind of expected when we picked this match. We thought it'd be one of those ones that could go either way, as both these teams are evenly matched. And Ursula won the first 2, Charter won the third, and lead 19-16 here.
Just remember, tomorrow night at 7 from Buffalo Wild Wings in Dover, it's the Delaware Live Sports Weekly with Glenn Frazier and Nick Alessandrini, Benny Mitchell. We're going to have our guests on, our top performers, Super Sevens, top plays, and a recap of last week in football. So that's at 7 p.m. on our YouTube channel. And then Friday night, we have 3 football games for you. One from Cape Henlopen, one from Smyrna, and one from Del Castle. How about that? So tune in, patronize our advertisers, and make sure you saw them on Delaware Live Sports. Here we go, 19-16. Charter has the 3-point lead. Ursuline trying to keep this from going to 5 sets, and that's going to help. Panuto with the kill off of the hands of Bufano. Lizzie Barnett checks in, and my guess is she checked in to serve, and there she goes.
And the reason Ursuline has this 2-1 lead is they were able to come back and take that second set from the force.
And that's a winner. She's been unstoppable tonight.
She really has.
Just haven't had no answers for Serafina Pabian all night long. She's back to serve. That's one way to get her off the front line. But she's been hitting from the back line too. 20-17 force. So 50-50 action winner. Score it for Charter.
The force cash in on their 50-50.
Emma Shaner wins that one, 21-17. That's an ace.
Ace is the place.
For Pavian. We're going to have a timeout here for the Raiders.
5-point lead for the Force, Mike, as they look to extend the match. What a match we have here.
I need to sit down. Take a break. All righty, here we go. Whoop. We have a whistle. Jay, another one.
That's 4. And now it's starting to become a concern, you would think, right?
I was concerned after 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's
23-17. You got to get. I mean, you got to check your positioning on the floor. That can't happen.
And now it's 2 in this set, and you're trying to close out the match.
I mean, obviously they're trying to cheat in some position, and they're just getting called on it. Panuto off the block. Cole sets. I think she had double contact.
She did.
23-18. Raiders with the serve. I mean, it'd be Haley Timmons, but she's up against it here. Not a lot of aces tonight for either team. They do get a free ball, and that's a winner. So there's 1 point. Nina Peretti smacked that one down. Good serve played by the Force. That's out. Just a little too much on that one. Side to side.
A little too much mustard.
And timeout now for Charters. It's 23-20. If we go to a fifth set, obviously you all know because you're fans of 302 Sports that it is a 15-point game.
Yeah, race to 15 as we call it. You know, so that, you know, in the fifth set, you want to start out fast. Get an early lead. Kind of like the Phillies did last night.
Well, they forgot to keep scoring.
Well, yeah, they had chances. It kind of reminded me of Game 2 against Atlanta, where they were 4-0, had all the chances to add on, but this time they were able to hold on.
That's going to be a whiteout for whiteout of Cape this week for football. So Benny's going to have a lot of white in the picture. All righty, 23-20. Timmons back to serve. Ursuline trails in the fourth. They lead 2-1. It's going to be a free ball here. So Ursuline with a shot. Dug by Bufano. Over off the tape, saved by Ursuline. Panuto taps, not enough. And there's the winner. Over smacks it down. And we're going to the fifth set, 25-20 Charter.
It's 24.
Sorry about that, 24-20 Charter. They're pretty quick with that score. McGonigal gets it. Oh, what a nice dig there by Ober off the hands. Nice dig in the back there by McCann. We have a whistle and a violation. It's a double contact. There's one save. Panuto to serve. I hate when I mess up the score like that. Soft serve. It's up for Ting. Off the hands, down it goes. And now we're going to 5. Miranda Ting with the winner. And the nerves are shot. We're back with 5th set action. You're watching high school volleyball and Delaware Live Sports.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822. Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822. Get the assurance that...
How you doing? My name's Mike Cassidy. I'm the founder and president of Cassidy Painting. I started back in 1984, incorporated in 1986. I never had the word no in my vocabulary. If someone called me to do a job, I always said yes. Whether it was a struggle, whether it was 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, it didn't matter. And with that philosophy, we were able to grow to the size we are. We employ close to 80 individuals.
We really enjoy being in the family business. I look forward to coming to work every day. And it's so nice to work with the people that we work with in the office. We've really become a family with them. We really create a family experience around here.
And Cassidy Painting is a very diversified company. We don't say no to anything. We deal with everything from epoxy floors to painting buildings to spray foam insulation, spray fireproofing. If it deals with a coating, we can handle it. So when our customers call and they're under the gun and they know the need to get a job done, they know who to call because we perform. We've always been performed. We've never been replaced out of 37 years of business. For any of your painting needs, we can handle it.
All right, back for 5th set action. Yeah, nice visit here from Ursuline basketball coach John Noonan between sets.
I wonder if he heard me when I said that the gym floor, they were dead in his gym floor. He was upset.
John's excited, ready to go. Another big-time program in the house yesterday. So Ursuline's the place to be if you're a high school basketball fan this year. They are welcoming all kinds of Power 5 conference coaches in here. Jay Archman is at Newark Charter tonight, so we have some big matches. Caesar Rodney's at Delmarva Christian, or was at Delmarva Christian today. Lake Forest battling for a spot there at Milford. And we mentioned Smyrna and Dover. Caravel at St. Mark's. So that time of year. So we go to the 5th set, 15 points. Got to win by 2. Everybody knows. And here we go.
The race to 15, as you say.
Cole sets. Ting, winner. Miranda Ting's been on fire.
She really has.
They really had no answer for Ting on those bombs. They're just going straight down. I mean, it's hard. They're hard to defend. Cole with the serve. DeCaro off the block. Saved off of one knee by Pavian. How about that? She's had an outstanding night, too. DeCaro again. This one goes out of bounds, and it should be a point for Ursuline. It is. As that block goes out of bounds. Went back over the net. Unfortunately, just for Charter, did not stay in.
So we talked about both these teams have a tough remaining matches. Wilmington Charter still got Smyrna and Padua. And Ursuline's got Padua and St. Mark's, so.
Burns changes side. She's going to serve from the left side into the middle. It's going to be a free ball, so a chance here for Ursuline. It's up. Kelly blocked. Miranda Ting right there. Jay, they've hit it right into her several times.
Hey, she's been having a block party here at Wilmington tonight, and another block by her. And
you gotta have to go around her or over or something. You can't go through her.
Between her kills and her blocks, she's just.
Johnson back. Off the tape, Ursuline saves. That's a nice reaction there. McGonigal gets it down. And we're tied at 2. Caitlin McGonigal, she's been hitting hard all night. That time just puts a little finesse into it and gets the point. And she'll go back to serve.
It's a line drive in the scoreboard.
Terzaghi in for Ursuline on the front. And we are, I think they're checking the rotation again. They can't afford a point here. Oh, we have a medical stoppage of play. Must be some blood or something. You know, Mary Pat apparently is also the trainer.
What doesn't she do?
Well, you know, it's Miranda Ting. She's going to do whatever she has to get her back on there. Dr. Quokka. There she is. She does a little of everything. Alrighty, so 2-2 after that brief stoppage of play. McGonigal looking to get Ursuline some breathing room here, but it's been tough for the Raiders the last couple of sets. Good serve. Ting just blocked. That time it was Ursuline who got it. Claire Kelly knocks it down.
There, the Raiders return the favor with their own block party. And that gives them their first lead here in the 5th set.
Line drive, serve. It's going to be a tough one. Ting gets it over. A little funny play there by the Raiders. Misses the heating vents and the speakers up top. DeCaro bombs off the ceiling. Saved by the force. This time it's CeCe DeCaro again. Tips this time, but Katie Cole is there. It's going to be Pavian from this side. Saved by the Raiders. Deep and out. And we're tied at 3. Whew.
What a point. Both teams played excellent defense on that point.
I can't take it.
You didn't start the fire?
Yeah, this is a what a night. Just over the net. DeCaro, down it goes. CeCe manages to overpower the block. Charter was in the right spot. Panuto checks in for Tyler Adams. CC DeCaro back to serve. Smashed by McCarthy. 4-4.
I'll say it, Mike. We're on the seesaw this set. Back and forth we go.
McCarthy out. McCann in to serve. So she did her job, scored the point. The free ball. Set is up. Blocked. Claire Kelly gets another one. (5-4) Raiders. What a match we've had here tonight.
Yeah,
Lizzie
really
Barnett into serve for Ursuline. Cole sets. Nice dig by the Raiders. It's going to be a free ball. That's in. Serafina Pavian, another winner, 5-5.
Wouldn't expect this set any other way, right?
It's been that kind of night. Lots of defense. Lots of big hitting. Pavian on the serve. So they get that one, Charter does. Can't get much on the shot over. It's up. Cummings blocked. Number 7 for Charter.
Mary Pat's getting all these 5-set matches recently, right? Tower Hill.
Yeah, Eleanor, I forgot her first name. Eleanor Ober. Yeah, that's another 5-setter.
And here against Ursuline today. And like you said, they got a couple more matches this week.
Ursuline scrambling. They're a little bit out of system here, but get the ball over. Ober into the net and down. I'm not sure that was blocked, but it's going to be a point for Ursuline. It's out of bounds, so it must have hit the antenna when it rolled up the net. We're tied at 6. Oh, that's a little chance here for Ursuline. Cummings, we have a whistle. Violation on Charter. And the lead grows to 8-6.
7.
7. So they're quick on that scoreboard.
Yeah, it was 6-6.
Haley Timmons back to serve. Sent over. Grace Burns gets to it, but they can't save it. And we're tied at 7. It's up for McGonigal. Saved by the Force. How about that? Johnson up, gets it deep, but Burns is there. McGonigal off the block, but out of bounds. Point Raiders. What a point.
Yeah, really. Seems like every point in this 5th set has been a great point.
And some kind of question here from at the scorer's table. They're just doing some checking. Looks like a substitution question.
I think Mary Pat was asking after subs if they're all in the right place. she's not taking any risk of getting that out of rotation.
All right, 8-7 Raiders. What a fifth set this has been. Back and forth. Little 50-50 saved by the Raiders. It's up and down, but out of bounds. And we're tied at 8. So this is what we're going to get in the state tournament. I say yes, please. Cole with the service error, and Ursuline gets a little bit of a break there. And back on top they go 9-8.
Yeah, I mean, we're just exchanging points. It seems like this whole set. And then once I think Charter got 2 in a row, and then once Ursuline got 2 in a row, but for the most part, it's been back and forth, exchange of points. And
Grace Burns will serve here for the Raiders. She's waiting for the go-ahead. Gets the direction from Coach Johnson on where to serve. It's up for Ting, wide.
And that's much needed. That might be the first 2-point lead of the set.
I think so. Timeout Charter. What a match we've got going here. Of course, looking at the banner hanging on the wall. Jay, 2017, the last state champion here for Ursuline, but you see all the state champs, 12 of them on that banner right there. And the Ursuline certainly capable of making it lucky number 13 this year, but that's still a ways off. Charter.
There's just so many.
Charter won the year after Ursuline, 2018, under Coach Dave Stover. And they are capable of getting number 2 this year.
There's just so many good teams this year. I mean, there's wide open. Wide open.
Charter that year in 2018, they beat Arch here in the final, as coached by Mary Pat Quokka, and she says, "You don't have to remind me. I was there and I remember it." And I said, "I was there too." And I do remember that night. It was a good night to be a Charter force. Burns. It's sent deep and too deep. This time it's on the end line. That's an ace.
Ace is the place.
Jay, I think that was the very correct call.
Yeah, they overturned it, Mike. They gave the point to Charter.
I'll have to go back and look at if I caught it. Okay, well, it makes it 11-9. I thought I hit the line. My mistake, maybe. DeCaro, well, that was definitely in. CC DeCaro. Checking in, Julia Terzaghi, back to serve. Caitlin McGonigal. Raiders, they won the first 2, and we have a timeout. Wilmington Charter.
That'll be their last timeout.
What a night this has been.
It really has. I mean, back and forth. Charter, they're going to be wishing they had that second set where they had the lead and lost it. And Ursuline lost the third and fourth set, but they've been playing much better here in the fifth set. But they have some stuff they have to clean up too.
Smyrna with a 3-1 win over Dover tonight.
That clinches the Henny North for Smyrna Eagles.
All right, back here in Wilmington, it's 12-9. And it's loud down at the other end of this gym. McGonigal, good serve. That's going to be a free ball. And that's a winner for CC DeCaro. She goes right down the middle. Big hit for CC. Line drive, service errors that just didn't have enough to get over. Jay, looks like we picked the right match to come to tonight.
Absolutely. I figured this was going to be a no-doubter.
Ting back to serve. She's been, I don't know, what's the adjective to use tonight? She's been outstanding.
Awesome.
Ursuline with a free ball, a little mishit. Pabian off the tape, and down it goes. And it's match point. I think Terzaghi may have gotten a piece of that.
I think she did. I think she had a block party.
Or it probably would have been 4 hits otherwise.
Yeah, and they didn't call it.
They didn't call that. So DeCaro back to serve. It's match point. Blocked. Saved by the force. They're going to try it again. Pabian off the block. Dug out. And a whistle. I think we have 2 hits. We do. 14-11. What a great save by Charter to keep this one going.
And Charter said, not so fast, my friend.
Thanks. You're good there. Oh, we have a timeout. I think Ursuline called this one, right?
Yeah. Charter's without him.
So we mentioned Thursday Archmere is at St. Mark's. I don't think, I have not been to a home match at St. Mark's this year, so I may have to go down there. And I think I'm going to go to paddle at Charter on Saturday.
Yeah, and then next week I'll be at Tuesday night. I'm sure I'll be at paddle at St. Mark's.
I have to look at my work schedule.
For our little trip.
I usually
down
check
to Rehoboth.
these things before I sign up to work. I'm good. Alrighty, match point number 2. Back to serve is Charter. It's McCann. It's up. Back line by DeCaro, out. And a point for the force.
2 match point saves. Got 2 more to go.
Ball's up. Here's the set across for Panuto. Blocked. Cole got it.
3 match points, and I think Ursuline's going to call their second timeout. Wow.
So it was 14-10 after the block by Julia Terzaghi. 3 straight points. 2 errors on Ursuline, and then the block for Katie Cole.
One more.
They're out of here.
One more.
The Charter students just took off. They're heading down to the main floor. Here they go.
One more set point to save.
Jay, they're ready to rush the floor.
And if they save it, Mike, we're going to go to, it's going to be a race to 16 instead of 14.
Alrighty, McCann to serve. Ursuline looking for that elusive final point. Charter looking for the comeback. There it is across. Panuto, we have a 50-50. Ursuline commits a violation. We're tied at 14.
Here we go.
So we got some bonus volleyball tonight.
They saved 4 match points.
Overpass. And down it goes.
And now Charter has match point. Wow, what a turnaround. This whole match has been a complete turn. You know, Ursuline jumped out 2-0, Charter 1-2. This fifth set, kind of the same thing.
Just over the tape. It's up. Pushed wide and off the wall. Claire Kelly saves it.
The Charter saved four match points. Ursuline saves 1, and we're playing until at least 17.
So it looks like Barnett back to serve. Blocked out of bounds. That's Pabian.
And now gives Charter their second match point. Sooner or later, someone's going to capitalize on these match points.
Serafina Pabian to serves. It's up. And this time, Panuto gets it over the net and down.
That's the second match point saved by Ursuline.
16-16. A diving play by Grace Burns. Panuto just gets it over. It's up in the middle for Shaner. Ursuline plays. Tip. I think that was, not sure what happened there. Ursuline wanted a violation. Backline attack. Raiders are there. Over on 2. Diving play by McCann. A winner from the back line for Pabian.
Match point number 3 for the Force. Wow, what a match. What a match.
Bufano back to serve.
Sign me up for a postseason tournament.
It's a free ball. Kept it in, but now Charter with a chance. Oh, what a dig. I couldn't even see who it was. But another free ball. Can't live on these for too long. Ting again. Doug. Panuto with a winner. Emmy Panuto.
Wow. 7 match points total saved. 4 from Charter and 3 from Ursuline. And we play on. We might get to 25, Mike.
Raiders serving. Ting blocked. She's going to try it again. Blocked again.
Block party by the Raiders.
Knocked down by Juliet Cummings.
Sets up match point number 5.
They haven't had many answers from Miranda Ting all night. And there they got her twice. 18-17 Raiders. Panuto serves. That's overpass. Down it goes. Ursuline wins.
No, it was a net violation called on Charter, so it don't matter how it ends.
Net violation, but the bottom line, Ursuline 19,
right.
Charter 17. What a match we had. I'm exhausted. Jay, we're not going to have an interview, but we are going to have our first aid orthopedics player of the match. And we're going to go with.
Yep.
We're going with number 19, CC DeCaro. And I'm going to give an honorable mention to Miranda Ting and Serafina Pabian of Wilmington Charter. I think they would have been our co-winners had Charter ended up on top. But what a match we had tonight. I'll have to go back and watch that final point. Scoreboard's off already, but it was 19-17 in the final set unbelievable. The final points, there was 2 blocks by Juliet Cummings. One fell to the floor for point number 18. I don't even know how many match points that was for Ursuline. I lost track. And then a violation called, although the overpass was stuffed by one of the Raiders. I'm not sure who, but that didn't count because it was a violation. Charter played a clean match. Very few violations at all.
Yeah, and I think that, she was going to block it at the net and hit the net. And I was just waiting to see who they were calling it on, what side. I saw she signaled a player number. But what a match. Back and forth. They saved, Charter saved a lot of match points, and so did Ursuline at the end. And I'll tell you what, I hope these 2 teams meet in the tournament down the line, even if it's in the semifinals. I need another match of this.
Yeah, I'm not sure the coaches can take it or the parents or even me, but that was an outstanding match. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're going to go back and have to watch this one again at some point. Once again, your final from Ursuline Academy. It's Ursuline 3, Charter 2. Thanks to Lauren DiSabatino and the folks here at Ursuline for hooking us up tonight. And just remember, tomorrow night is our Delaware Live Sports Weekly. And then Friday, we have 3 football games on tap for you. Once again, for Jason Winchell, I'm Mike Lang. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night, everybody.